Hello. It's almost right. How's it going, everyone? Green screen is ruining the illusion a bit. There we go, that's better. Hi, everyone. Welcome to some Riverside. I think I'm just about ready. I've got my strange zoomed in section so we can see all the dice and everything all big. So, yeah, we're going to play a game of Riverside. So, if it should be in the description of the video if you haven't seen it already. The description will have a link to a player sheet on Board Game Geek that, well, if you've got a printer nearby, you could print one out or put it in your favourite image manipulation machinery so that you can play along. You don't have to. And if you're watching back later, the link is there, and there is a link that Ilif has made for the player board as well. So if you want that always up, it will always be up on this screen, and hopefully that's big enough for you to see. But in case it isn't, that is available in the description as well. There'll be a link on Board Game Geek forever, maybe, where you can see all of that. All you need after that is this video and the dice rolls, really. I don't know how we're going to work out whoever's got the most captain points and stuff. It's going to be someone really lucky and really unlucky. Because I think usually... Yeah, it says on the box 1 to 6 players. I suppose because of that part. That's the only part that... Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people getting away with not losing any points in a bigger game. Hi, Steve. Hi, Stacey. How's it going? So also, I'll say that I've done a playthrough for this already, so you can see a nice edited down one if you would like to. That's also linked in the description. But if you haven't seen any of that and you don't know how to play, then I'll quickly go through all of the rules and stuff beforehand, so we're all geared up and ready to go. And I haven't got my mouse at the ready, but in case you haven't seen the post on Patreon or the recap for this month, there's a competition going right now where you can win a copy of Riverside. It's really confusing me when I see my hand into that section now. But yes, you can enter the competition. tinyurl.com/slickeroctober. Fill in a little form there. If you're a patron, you get an extra bonus entry into the competition, but you've got to enter it to do that. So I know, and there's a little box to check. Yeah, that's all going to be great, and we'll draw that in a couple of weeks. So there we go. I won't leave that up the whole time. And yeah, if you are watching back later, all of the videos are made possible thanks to Patreon, patreon.com/slickerdrips. If you'd like to join up, help out, help me keep making all of these playthroughs and things, patrons get extra entries into competitions, see the videos early, vote on the videos that happen. I don't think Last Will is quite winning this month. Something else is winning. But yeah, we're having a oldies vote this month because of all the Essen things. Like patrons saw Messina a week early, which is just going live now. It's doing really well. Give it a thumb up on Board Game Geek, my Messina 1347 video, if you're on there, and do that, because yeah, I like that it's got a lot of thumbs. But Golem is going up tonight, actually. I think it's uploaded, so as soon as I'm finished here, I'll do a Patreon post and you can see the 2-player video for Golem. Hopefully I'll do a solo one tomorrow. But for now, Riverside is my... Yes, I can see all of the stuff okay. Yes, I assume it's all working and everything. I can see things bouncing. I can see me. I'm going to assume that's all okay. I have got a bit of zoom in for my player sheet as well. Yeah, that's roughly in the right position. So we can zoom in on all of that stuff. Oh, first class. Oh, yes, first class is winning. Thanks, Steve. First class is winning, but so that'll get done. I don't know, like time will be found for all of these things, as it always is. But Last Will has never been so close. There have been votes where Last Will got pretty much no votes. Just if you just keep putting something in and plead with people to vote for it, it'll get some votes eventually. So I think I am set up all right. I'll have the rules beside me to make sure I'm saying everything that's right. But this game is about cruises. Basically, we're tour operators, and we are taking people on various cruises to see the sights of this wintry wonderland. And there are plenty of things to see. There's represented by the different colours of dice and the different colours of the locations out on the board here. There's the Northern Lights. There's polar bears. There is mountain climbing, the yellow. There are reindeer trips for the brown. There's ice fishing for the blue. And there is the local brew house for pink. So we are going to be trying to fill our boats up with passengers and try and get them to see the best sights, really. See the most sights and have the most fun, I guess. So how are we going to do that? Well, in a round, and I guess this will be our first run. So yeah, if you already know how to play, you can get a bit more thinking time. So at the start, the captain, which for the purposes of the video will have to be me, because I've got the dice. So we roll the dice, and this game is all about the median of the dice. So the green die is always going to go up there. We work out the median of the rest of the dice. So just put them all in order. The middle one there is the median. Anything that is rolled that is higher than the median goes up in this section. These are passengers that are going to have to be coaxed out. It's too cold for them, and you're going to have to pay some heating to get use of those dice. The other thing the median is used for is how far the boat moves. So 1, 2 spaces, because 2 was our median. And that's going to be important for which locations are available for you to send people to. So yeah, we've done all of that. We've found the temperature, and then we've moved the cruise ship, and then we get to picking dice and using them. So everyone has the choice of all of these dice. Everyone's got the same die roll round by round. But yeah, just because somebody's chosen one, you can choose the exact same one if you would like to. You choose dice. Now these are free to use. Everything down in this section, that's okay. But if you would like to use a die that's in the top section, you're going to have to use heating. You have to spend heating. So at the top of your player sheet, there are heating spaces here. For every pip on the die you want to use, like if I just wanted this 4 for my turn, I would have to cross off 4 heating spaces. You do not get any more of these. But then you can use the die. You can also combine any die with the green die, and you pay heating for every pip on this. So I could combine, if I really wanted white, but I wanted more on it, I could have a white 5. So it's still the same one colour, but you add the 2 together, pay the pips for the green die. So I'd have to pay 3 for that. Or I could even, if I was feeling flash, do a blue 7, but I would have to pay 7 heating to do that. Pretty big. So yeah, we pick our dice, and then we fill seats in our ships. So say I was just going small, and I just had a white 2. I would cross off 2 spaces on my white ship. Now you can do any of the rows. You go left to right on each of these rows, and you're trying to do a few things by filling up rows with passengers. Once you have filled a row, so as soon as I've got 4 passengers in this top row, I've completed the row, I will get a bonus. So it is a certain number of spaces in not necessarily a different ship either. So this is 2 more in the white ship. So you cross off those bonus spaces. Maybe they're going to chain and lead to more and more bonus spaces. Who knows? But you also get to cross off this ticket space here. Now the number next to the ticket is how many points getting this ticket is worth at the end of the game. For the duration of the game, though, disregard that number. Don't worry about it until the end. So, you know, things that are harder to fill in are worth more points, but only at the very end of the game. Hey, Master Yoda, it is one die, but potentially you can use the green die as well per round. But you've got to pay heating to use that green die. But one of the other dice, and you don't have to use the green die. So yes, you will fill up the row, get a bonus, and get a ticket once you have filled up that thing. There is also on each boat 2 of these purple smiley face passengers. They, filling those spaces in, will give you the access to the bonus ability of that ship. And I'll tell you what all the bonuses are after I've told you everything else, because some of them will relate to going on expeditions and stuff. So yes, we roll the dice, we choose a die and potentially combine it with the green die. Then we fill in seats. You don't have to fill one row before starting another. You've just got to do each of the rows you are filling in have to be done left to right. So yes, fill in your seats. Cross out your bonus seats if you've got them. Your royal seats will unlock bonuses. And then we are going to go on an expedition. So everyone goes on, well, excursion, actually, I'm supposed to say. You go on an excursion. So everyone can choose the same thing if they like, choose a different thing. How the excursions work is you choose a village on the map. So what you're allowed access to is a village that is up to 3 spaces away from our ship right now. So where the ship is right now, this village is fine. We're right next to it. 1, 2 spaces away, this village is fine. 1, 2, 3, this village is fine. No other villages. Apart from, you've got these special +1 spaces. You can spend one of those to boost your range by 1 if you really want to get somewhere. So you choose the village that you're going to, and you score excursion points. So your excursion points are the number of tickets you have. So if I was going for an excursion up here, let's say I've got a yellow ticket and a pink ticket. I'll be lucky to get one this early. Let's just say I've got one yellow ticket. So you multiply the number of tickets you have. Remember, the number next to the ticket is irrelevant for this. The number next to the ticket is just for points at the end of the game. You multiply the number of tickets you have of that colour by the number that is on the village. So if I had 1 yellow ticket, it would be 1 times 8. I would get 8, and I would write 8 in this mountain space. So that's 8 points, that I've banked for the game itself. But there's a little bit of a catch there, because in the future, when I want to score yellow, I have to score more points than that. If I score 8 again, can't write it down. I score nothing for that one. Now, there are some funny villages in this. So right away, all of these, in fact, have got 2 different colours on there. If you've got tickets for both of those colours and you aren't limited by beating your own previous score, if I had pink and yellow tickets, I could score both of those, provided my score is more than last time. There are a couple of bonus tiles in here that are optional, but this one has got 3 different colours on it, so you could score all of those if you like. And this tile here is a bit tricky because it's not got a path down the middle, so it's harder to link up to as many villages. But part of the game is looking at the kind of arrangement of the villages, because there are some great big numbers very early on. It's tempting to use those, but if you do, you might find it harder. Say if you score all your brown 10s right here, it might be harder when the multiplier is just 5 later on. So that's going on a normal excursion. There are a couple of special locations. Here at the side and here near the very end are stave churches. So you can visit one of those just like a village, but if you do, you just count up all the tickets that you've earned. Again, not these numbers, just the number of tickets you have crossed off by completing rows of passengers. So if however many tickets you've done, you multiply by 2 for this stave church and multiply by 1 for this stave church. Again, just like your other ships and your other excursions, you have to have scored more on your second stave church visit, which potentially they could both be down here or both be up here, depending on how you do things, or you might not visit one at all. But yeah, to be able to write your second one in has to be more than your first. This is special because for every boat, we are going to score the points for the tickets we've earned, so we would add up all of these numbers next to tickets we've crossed off, the total of all our excursion points, and that is your total value for each of your boats. The stave church boat is special, so you get the points for visiting those locations as you would normally. So you add those together there, but then in this special hex, you write down your worst score from your 5 coloured boats, and whoever has the worst score from this is your captain score. Whoever has the lowest captain score at the end loses 15 points, and whoever has the best captain score will add 15 points to it. So it's not necessarily about doing amazingly at just a few things, because if you get absolutely no points in even one colour, there's a chance that you might lose a load of points at the end of this. But that is all of your points. You add up all your boats. There's the special boat here that considers your worst boat score. Then there's the winning or losing 15 points. There's a good chance, if there's a few of us playing, you're not going to gain or lose points here. But then you add that up, and that is your final score for the game. So that is all of the main stuff. There's just the powers to tell you about. So remember I said when you're crossing off passengers, if you have crossed off these 2 purple passengers, again, each row you have to go left to right. You don't have to complete a row before you go to another one. So you can just really focus on these powers if you want. But you will unlock an ability that you can use from the next turn onwards. There are a couple of abilities that, technically you might be able to use right away, but you've got to wait a turn. So the top one here is Early Birds. This lets you, when we go to excursions, you can go to 2 different villages and really stack up your excursions. The royal powers are each one-off, one-use things. So you cross the whole thing off once you've used it. Put a cross in here when you've earned it. Cross the whole thing off when you've used it. So the white power is to go for a completely extra village in your excursions, which, combined could potentially be, like 4 different colours if you combine all of these. Yeah. The next one along is fan base on the yellow ship. This is when we are working out our dice, however you've done it, whichever dice you've taken and whether you've combined it with the green or not, add 3 to that total. The brown one is prize ticket. When we are doing our excursions in phase 3, you can add an extra ticket. So one imaginary ticket that is only for this one excursion. And remember, if you've earned it in phase 2, when we fill in our ships, you can't use it in the same round to do an excursion straight away. But that gives you an imaginary extra ticket that's combined with an 11 village, could be big points. On the blue ship, we've got Warm Night. This is when you take the green die, just as a one-off, you don't have to pay any heating. So if the green die is like a 6, that's a huge heating saving. And finally, Speedboat is your range is 6 rather than 3 when you are looking for a village. So you can be 6 spaces away from the ship and even combine it with these +1s. So if you've got them saved, you could reach 9 spaces back from the ship, which could really be a lifesaver towards the end of the game. Speaking of the end of the game, you've seen how the boat moves. So we roll the dice, we work out the median, the boat moves that many spaces. As soon as the boat moves onto this ship, the game just ends. We do not get to fill in any spaces. We do not get any excursions. So be aware as the ship gets down here. I don't think the median has ever been 6. You'd have to roll like pretty high numbers. But actually, you only need like 3 of them, don't you, to be 6s? It's very possible that the game could just end as soon as the ship gets to this kind of area. So bear in mind that the game might just end underneath you. So there we go. I think I've explained everything there. If there's anything that is unclear or you want me to go over, just let me know. If you're just joining us, we're playing along a game of Riverside. The link to the player sheets is in the description if you would like to grab one and join us. We can also look at the achievements at the end as well that will tell us how good our score is at the end. Because you can play it solo. A score of 300 points is considered a victory in the solo game. And yeah, it will tell you your rank. And there's the designers there waving hello. So this is our roll for the first round then. And what am I going to take? I don't think I want to do any heating or anything yet. It's not filling in many things though, is it? I think I am going to be... So what's coming up? If I don't take any extra dice though, I'm going to waste going on an excursion. Do you know what? I am, for my combination, remember this doesn't affect what you're doing. You can take these dice as well, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm taking the white die, and I am going to take the green die to boost it. Let's see. So I'm going to have to pay 3 heating for this, because that's 3 pips on the green die. And there's no more heating throughout the game. Once it's gone, it's gone. And so I can fill in 5 spaces on my white ship, which, do you know what? I think I'm going to come down here. This row has 5 passengers in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I am halfway towards earning this special ability. I get 2 extra blue seats. I think let's go for easy to complete rows. Try and get some blue later. And I also get to cross off this ticket. That's 6 points earned at the end of the game for me. But I'll put these back. You can do any combinations you like. And then we'll think about the excursions. So remember, 3 spaces away from the ship is this village, an 8 yellow and a 4 pink, which, yeah, in theory you can do both of them, but this early on in the game, I don't think it's possible to have tickets in 2 things at this point. Is it? I don't think it's possible. So yeah, there is yellow and pink there. You could have yellow 9 and white 10 there. And down here you could have white 7 and brown 8. So if you've got tickets in any of those colours, great. You could go, of course, go to the Stave Church by spending a +1. You could spend all of your 3 +1s to get to the blue village here. I wouldn't recommend that, but you could do it. So I think, am I going to go big? Am I going to go for white 10? It might be worth me going for white 7, only earning 7 points, and then I could potentially go to yellow and white next time. But no, I'm going to go to this village, white 10. So going on an excursion, you multiply the number of tickets you have. I have 1 white ticket by the value on the village, which is 10. 1 times 10 is 10 points for me. So I can only score for another polar bear excursion if the total is more than 10. But I've got some points locked in now. I'm going to have a sip too. Is it all making sense? I'm not going too fast, Emma, with my play. Bear in mind that I don't want to be in normal playthrough mode where I'm trying to not leave any silence. But right, I think I will go. Well, you can pause, can't you? If you need a bit more of the roll. But the ship is going to move. Let's roll the dice. The captain's going. And let's see what we've got this time. Oh, some higher numbers, but those higher numbers locked away pretty sharpish. So the median this time is 3. 1, 2, 3. So the ship moves along. And if you want this 5 or 6, you're going to have to pay some pretty serious heating for it. You could even have a brown 8 if you take the green as well. Or you just go for a little blue or yellow. So thinking of blue, though, blue's actually not that great, is it? Because of how far away blue is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to spend all of my +1s to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or to go there. So blue, me getting a head start here on blue isn't great. Is the video going stuttery? YouTube's telling me it's not getting enough video. I'm not sure how that's possible. It seems alright in my preview though, I think. Am I still there? Is everything okay? I'm going to refresh my screen. I'm going to assume it's okay and carry on. Yeah, I assume someone would have said something if it's gone all funny. I'm just interrupting things and worrying about it. So brown, it's a lot of heating, again, to use early on. But I could get a brown ticket and just go to this nice brown 10 here. Oh, it did stutter. but it's okay now. Yeah, it's saying excellent now, so I'm not sure what was wrong with it. Hey, Mark. Oh, thanks for letting me know. It's just a bit in between, but it's fine now. Good. Yeah, I've got no idea. Oh, it's saying problem again. There's nothing uploading anymore anyway. I can't imagine Rachel's game is affecting it. It seems okay now though. Yeah, it's come up with that message again, but again, I seem to be, the preview seems to be showing me as all smooth and dandy. So I'm going to plow ahead. So yeah, I might not have planned my colours out that well because of the bonuses. Just because there's no Great Blue Village coming up. You could just not go on an excursion this turn, but what good's that? Pink's coming up as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pay. It pains me to say it. I'm going to pay for the brown 6. This is burning through all of my heating pretty early on. 4, 5, 6, and the error message has gone away again. And nothing's changed. Who knows? But I can do 6 brown seats. I am going for... Let's see. I am just going for... Oh, you can't see brown on the bottom view, can you? I'm going for easy ones early on. 2, 3, which gives me a pink and a ticket. 4, 5, 6. So I've got 1 brown ticket there. And let's see, going to the village. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Oh, thanks, Stacey. Thank you for joining Patreon. Thank you very much. It doesn't come up on this screen, but my phone just buzzed. Thank you so much for joining up. And anyone else, if you would like to help out, patreon.com/slickerdrips. Your support would be massively appreciated. So yes, excursion time. So 3 away this time is these 3 villages, isn't it? So if you've gone for yellow, I think yellow was the one to go to. I don't know if you could have gotten them from the dice rolls we'd had. Yeah, but you could have got one. You could have gotten a yellow ticket from the 3 there. 1, 2, 3. Spend a +1 to go to the yellow. That was probably a good thing to do. I didn't though. I am going for the brown village, quite close here. 1 times 10 will get me 10 on my brown excursions. And yeah, so 20 points in the bank. That's not too bad. And I'm going to go on to another round. Okay, let's keep getting some big numbers. But if we keep getting big numbers, the downside is the boat will just steam along and we won't get as many rounds. So yeah, it's a thing. Swings and roundabouts. So the median is 3. So 5 is higher than 3. See? Good at maths. Which means 5 is locked up. And if you wanted a yellow, it's up there. The median is 3. So the boat is going to shift 1, 2, 3 spaces. So we're looking at the brown 10, the pink 8, the 5, 6, 7. The triple village. That's really... If you've arranged that, well done. If you've got tickets for those 3 colours and you can score them. And then, yes, it's probably worth not scoring in a round because then you can get these doubles and triples. I usually just do 1 a round, but it's probably not ideal. And there's this 6-5 down here. Pink 6, brown 5 down there. Okay, then. So I'm probably... So I could get brown, get a second ticket for brown, and then score 20. If I got a second ticket for brown, though, I would have nothing for pink. I probably don't want to just concentrate. I might be able to come back to this brown 10 as the boat comes around the other side. So the boat is just going to keep coming around here. Okay, thanks, John. Please like the video and give it a comment and stuff. Subscribe to the channel. All of the things help. Give it a thumb on Board Game Geek if you're on Board Game Geek. Right. So I haven't even picked a die yet, have I? So I'm kind of tempted for pink, just to try and get some numbers out there. I would like... I've only got 5 heating left, so I can't take that 6 green. If you can't afford to pay it, you don't get 5 pips, and that's it. I just can't have the green dye. My fault for using so much heating. I think I fancy going for pink. I'm going to go for pink. Not use any heating. Pink 3. And... it's tempting to go here, because if I get a blue bonus, I get 1 more up there. I get a blue ticket for next time, maybe. And then that would give me another pink back. Not enough to get another pink ticket. But it's also tempting to finish this one, because getting 1 more brown would give me another brown ticket, which would give me 2 on yellow, which is almost a row as well. Now I'm going to go 4, so I've got 3 pink. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I get a bonus blue. I will finish that row. Give me another pink. And I've got 1 pink ticket. And so when I go for my excursion, it's going to be to this pink 8. Yeah, pink 8. So I've got 1 pink ticket multiplied by 8. I've got 8 points there. So baby steps, but I'm getting some points on there. New round? How's everyone going? Have you done a big excursion yet? Oh, big numbers. So green is just up there anyway. The median is 5, so I hope you weren't hoping for a location close to this. So the 6s get locked off. The yellow 5 looks very good, and the boat is speeding along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. We are right next to this white 12 now, which I could score. I did 10 last time on white. But it's a lot better, you know, if you can reach like the 5, 6, 7. Mate, we are right next to this stave church. Now, on yellow, the bonuses aren't for brown. They are for pink, though. I could get another pink ticket. Yeah, I'm going to take the 5 yellow, and I'm going to fill up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get a ticket there and 2 pink seats. I'm going to cross off 1, 2. So I've got another ticket here and a brown bonus. So I can combo back up, fill in this brown ticket and get 2 yellows. This is better than I even thought. It's all planned, isn't it? And then fill in that yellow row. And that gives me a blue bonus, which isn't as exciting because that's starting a new row. But hey, let's maybe try and get a bonus. So we're almost halfway through our journey now, thanks to that 5 skipping. But I think... so 9 and 4, I would only be able to score the blues. Same there. I haven't got... I've got 2 pinks now, so I'd be able to get 10 pink, 6 blue, 14 brown. The stave church is tempting, but I am going to have an excursion here because I could score all 3 of those colours. So pink, I've got 2 tickets multiplied by 5. That gives me 10. Again, it's only baby steps, but I'm scoring 3 colours here. 1 times 6 is 6. And then for brown, 2 times 7 is 14. So altogether, that is... first row blue ticket needs to be crossed. Oh, the ticket, thank you. So altogether, that's 30 points. That's pretty good turn. But yeah, potentially the boat could skip past and you don't get much of a go at the stave church. But hopefully when I get to it, I will be able to score more tickets. But also, if you do that, then it's going to be harder to fill in that second space, especially if you're trying to do it when the stave church is just a ×1 multiplier over here. We'll see how that goes. So that is that round finished. Let's go again. Big numbers again. Great big green number. And then our median is most definitely 4. So only the white 6 goes up. So you've got some pretty good numbers for yellow, pink, or blue. But it does mean our boat moves 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still close to that white 12. You might have to be paying for that die to get that. I haven't got the heating for either of those dice. Most I can pay for is a 5. So we're right next to the stave church. We are next to this white and blue, which is terrible for me, actually. Because I wouldn't be able to score either of them. That's a lower score than I've got for either of those. I could, of course, try and get bonuses and things. So let's have a think. So pink, if I got 4 pink, that would give me another ticket. Yellow bonus wouldn't get me anything. Yellow 4 wouldn't get me another ticket. Blue 4 could get me another ticket and a brown bonus. But what's coming up soon? Blue is coming up again soon at these villages. Yellow is coming up soon. I think I'm going to go for blue. Yeah, thinking of those next villages. I'm going to go for the blue 4. And let's just finish off this row. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got another ticket. Gives me 2 on brown, which I will go for here. I'm missing those best white spaces, though. I've only got... I could actually do white 12. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could go for that and just get 12 points. But I think I'm going to go for the stave church. So, again, the way the stave church works, it's just all of your tickets. However many tickets you've got for all your colours, multiplied by 2 for this stave church, multiplied by 1 for this stave church. So I've got altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickets. So multiplied by 2 for the stave church gives me 18 on this stave church boat down here. Okay, that's going to be me. And then, anyone else go for stave church? What have we got? 6 again on the Northern Lights die. Some very low numbers, though. The median is only 1 here, which means, unless you want a 1, you're going to have to pay some heating. Oh, no. I could afford a 2 blue, if that's going to help me, though. And it means the boat is only going to move 1. So if I could get another ticket, I could do that stave church space as well. Thinking out loud. Is there anything that could get me a ticket with just 1? No, but at the same time, getting 2 on anything wouldn't give me a ticket either. And I can't pay for 6, so there's no point thinking about the stave church space. I could do blue better here. 4 times 2 this time. But actually, I could do blue and yellow. 7 times 2 would be 14, and 6 times 2 would be 12. I don't think I'm going to pay. I would like a lot of things. I think I'm going to go for pink. I'll just take the pink 1 and not boost it. And then if I can get pink 3 next time, I can at least unlock the bonus, up my range a bit. Yeah, I'm not really close to unlocking any of the other bonuses, though. And then excursion, I'm going to go... Remember, you can be up to 3 away. I'm going to go to this place here and do 7 times 2 tickets for my blue is 14. Had to double check that. And then yellow is 6 times 2 tickets, which is 12. So I'll get a couple there. Then it's time for some sailing again. And so get rid of that die, and we've got 1, 3. Oh, great for filling up your rows, but if you hadn't got to that stave church yet, we're speeding away from it. So no dice go up there. You only have to pay if you want to use the green die, which I might do. The boat, however, is moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So potentially great scoring. It's only yellow, but if you can get all 4 tickets and get 44 points, that is pretty nice, isn't it? So let's see. We're next to a pink and a brown as well, but I'm not going to take pink. I could potentially take brown, get 10 on brown. That's too many. Or I could go for 10 on yellow and it wouldn't quite be enough. Yeah, it's 11 there. But I could get the bonus to use next round, plus 3 to my dice. I could get the white bonus and go to 2 villages next round, which, you know, we might not have many rounds left. That could be a good thing to do. Yeah. I am going to go for... I'm going to go for 10. I'm using the green. I'm going to pay 4 heating. So I've got to hope that the green becomes a 1 at some point so I can use it. Or get the blue bonus there would let you use the green die without paying any heating. So I've got 10 yellow to fill in. I'm definitely going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got the bonus. I can use that from next round on. Just do one off. And then I've got 3 more. So would I rather have a bonus in blue or white? I think, well, blue is a good one coming up. A blue 9 is coming up. So I think I'm going to go 1, 2. This ticket is worth more points, though. 3. And then I've got bonus 2 seats in blue, which I could maybe get the bonus before the end of the game. And that could really help me. So that's what I'm going to do. And then the excursion, it's likely going to be just the yellow 11, I think. That is 33 points. I think that's better than anything else that I can do. Not doing so well at evening out the numbers, but yeah, I'm just going to go for yellow 11 times 3 tickets is 33. And that's going to be hard to beat next time, unless I complete a row that gives me a bonus yellow, and then maybe I'll go back for 44 more points. Not helping to even out the score, but 44 points is a pretty huge chunk of your final score. I can't remember what the normal scores are that we were getting, about 120, something like that. So we're definitely going to have a couple more rounds. And what have we got? A median of 4. So be prepared to pay if you wanted the pink or the brown. Median of 4 means the boat goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Still in range of that yellow. A couple away from the brown. You have got the +1s, though, to up your range. Unfortunately, this special tile here with no path down the middle makes it harder to get to these ones on top. Then, so I probably want the white 4. It would do me a row, but not much else. Oh, I can add 3 to it, can't I? I've got that ability now. But at the same time, I could get 6 blue and complete all of my blues and do 9 times 4. Which would give me a yellow, and maybe I'll just go to the yellow and then go to the blue next time. Yeah. So I am going to use my +3 bonus. It is gone. I'm taking the blue 3. So I've got blue 6. 1, 2, 3. Gives me a ticket. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go to the yellow ship, get my final ticket there, which gives me 2 white seats. Maybe there's going to be a few more rounds. I'm going to just put them there and hope to get the bonus. Then I've got 3 more seats to fill in here. I've got 3 more seats to fill in here, which gives me the final blue ticket. I'm full up on blue now. Any blue bonus? There are no more blue bonuses, actually, on the sheet, so I've not wasted any. That gives me 2 more white seats, and... beautiful, I can visit an extra village next time, which 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if the median's 6, we've got another turn. Definitely. We're 7 spaces away from the end. So I will get to visit 2 villages. Whether that's going to help me, whether I can score those villages or not, remains to be seen. So I've got 4 yellow... I can't use that visit extra village now. I've got 4 yellow tickets now. Yeah. I'm just going to do 4 times 11 and have 44 now. Yeah. That's what I'm going to go for. It's not looking great on white. You know, your worst scores getting put on that stave boat. But hey, I think it'll be okay. So, potentially our last turn. I mean, the last turn we'll actually get to play. Because the median might go off and we don't even get a chance next time. So the median is 4. They're going up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the median is 3 or higher next turn, we don't even get a go. So this could be your last turn. If you've got heating and stuff, get it used. Or you could gamble, and if you do get an extra turn, maybe that's going to really help you. So we're only 3 away from the blue village, this brown and white, and this pink and yellow. But if you've got your plus range, your plus ones here, or your pink, my range is 6 ability. So I've got this ability as well, so I can use the green without paying for it, and I can visit 2 villages. So I'm not full of pink. I could do 7 on pink, which would be just enough to fill it. Brown, 8 on brown. Can you see brown? No. 8 on brown would fill it as well. And it's probably the better thing to do, because I'm probably not going to go to the... Yeah, I'm not going to go to the pink and yellow, because I've already done the maximum excursions for yellow. You can only do 3 excursions of each colour. So I think I will use the green die without paying heating for that ability. And I'm going for... What am I going for? Brown. Brown 8. So 1, 2, 3. Get 2 pinks, which is down here. Yeah, I'll have that. And get 2 yellows, which is wasted, but it is another ticket. And then... So that's 3, wasn't it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the ability. If I can't use it this round, but if we do get another round, I'll be able to pretend I have an extra ticket, maybe for the Stave Church. And I've got these 2 tickets, and I've got 2 seats on white, which is great because that is another row, another 2 yellow bonuses wasted. But I think that's going to be really good now, because I'm going to use my ability to be able to go on 2 excursions, to go to 2 different villages. I'm going to come to the blue village over here for 9 times 4 tickets, which is 36. Why didn't I put the sheet over this side and the dice on that side? And then... Now, I was just wondering if it was worth, reaching back and going to maybe this village or something, but I don't think it is. This is by far the best for me. So this... Remember, I can go to 2 villages. The Stave Church one, actually, I have 1, 2, 6, 10, 14, 17 tickets in total. So 17 multiplied by 1. Not more than I scored for the last Stave Church. I can't go there. So my second visit is going to be to this one here. Reindeers. 8 times 4 brown tickets is 32. And on polar bears, it's 7 times my 2 tickets, which is 14, which isn't a lot, but it's okay because it's more than the 10 I had last time. So that could very well be our last turn. Let's see. We've got 1 on there. I could use that one. These are high numbers, though, aren't they? You can see, yeah, you can see them. Yes, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, our median is 5, which means only 1 die goes up top, but we are not going to get to use any of them because the boat has docked. That is how the game ends, right? I'm not saying that wrong. Yes, the game ends immediately if the cruise ship reaches or passes the anchor space. So, no turn, you do not get to use these dice. That is the end of the game. So we can work out the score. Will this zoom in section work? Oh yeah, it's not zoomed in as much, is it? I think you can see it though, can't you? So, just why am I right-handed and putting things over on this side? Right. Weird having zoomed in sections. Right, so my score is, for white, my tickets, I got tickets that are worth 6 plus 8 points, so 14, and then my sum for the excursions is 10 plus 14, so 24. So my final score for the white ship is 38. Then the yellow ship, I did better. For tickets, 6, 12, 20. And then for the excursions, 44, 77, 89. That's my best one by far, isn't it? So 109 on the yellow boat. Then for the brown ship, 3, 8, 15, 22. And excursions, 24, 56. Which gives me 78 altogether. And then, yeah, you can still see. On blue, 3, 6, 13, 20. And then in total, 56, which is 76. And then 6, 11 for tickets on pink. And 18 on excursions. Oh, this is going to be my worst, isn't it? 29 is my worst boat, which is better than my worst has been in previous games. So then it comes down to, I have to hear some scores in a sec, my stave church. So my total excursions, I only visited once, which is going to hurt me, I think. So total excursions for the stave church boat is just 18. And my worst boat score is pink for 29. So what is that? 47? Is it 47? Yes. 47 is my captain score. So before we do like big totals, what is your captain score? The total of your stave church excursions plus your worst boat. I don't know how many of us are playing. I am going to definitely not use a calculator and work out my subtotal of just the boats. Why did I think the score was like 100? No, it's like 250, 300 actually. On the other ones that we've had, the multiplayer ones. I think this is a particularly good one. I have played it a fair few times at this point though. So I'll leave it over this side. On the bottom. Oh, must remember to drink. I'll take this opportunity to say, if you'd like to help me out, patreon.com/slickerdrips. Like to help me do more of these things and mainly fund the brain-meltingly crazy Euro games I'm filming in the days that I can film things. This is still a part-time thing for me. I would love it to be a full-time thing. You can help out at patreon.com/slickerdrips. See these huge playthroughs early. And also, you can do this whether you're a Patreon or not, and it's worldwide. There is, I have to do this with the mouse, don't I? There is a competition running right now. Here it is. To win Riverside. I have 2 copies of Riverside. Ilif and Chili Fox Games have very, very kindly are going to be giving me 2 copies of their game to give away. It's worldwide. You can enter it. There is the link, tinyurl.com/slickeroctober. Just fill in that form. All I need is, not even your name, a username and an email to contact you with if you win. And we're going to have the draw on the 22nd. So in a couple of weeks. And we're going to have a snazzier draw than we had last time. Even though, you know, it's pretty snazzy Google Sheets, isn't it? Yeah, if you would like to win a copy for yourself, it's coming out at Essen Spiel 2021. Have I done nicely? Oh dear. So this is like, yeah, it's a bit. If you do well in all of the other areas as well, and you do okay on the stave church, yeah, I think sometimes it feels like you're giving up too much, but being able to go to this one twice, like if you go to it and then you earn just one more ticket and go to it again, it can really be massive on this boat. And this boat is points. Like you earn these points, your captain score points, but you are going to add or lose 15 on it. So what are we seeing? 35, 29, 34, 32. Well, yeah, as I say, it's not fair me being in it because I've played it loads for all of these videos and stuff. But well, I'm here. So I get 15 points, and I think like maybe it's going to be weird playing back later. I suppose you're just going to have to imagine. So we're seeing the best score at the moment is my 47. So if you beat 47 on the captain score, give yourself 15 points and knock 15 off me to compare your final score against. And the lowest score, Siddharth, 29. I'm afraid you have to knock 15 points off that for your stave ship total. Everyone else, your captain score, just fill it in that box. You don't gain or lose anything. So what is mine? 62. So, my final one, writing sideways again. I hope I haven't done anything wrong, because I think this is the best I've done. Well, these aren't all mine, but 217, 284, 265. I can't remember what I did in the playthrough. 320 at some point. 290, 213. We did get it wrong one of the times we played it the first time. So, yeah, I've hustled you. Well, I wasn't gambling for it, and I'm not eligible for this competition. But shall we have a look at, let's forget scores and things. What we want to know about is achievements. So, you can see, what have you got? Steve, 295. Steve, very good. You get a pay raise. Siddharth, 251. Good. Wear your uniform with pride. So everyone's getting like a nice positive thing. If you scored 199 or less, you must explain yourself to the captain. But what else have we got? If you got 275 or more, very good. Oh, we've already done that one, haven't we? We've done that one. 300 to 324, impressive. You get a seat at the captain's table. 325, fantastic. The captain honours you during dinner. 350, excellent. You get national attention. Me, oh, so close. Nominated for the best tour guide. Didn't win, but nominated. 400, so not many more points. 400 or more, you are the attraction. The tour is just a bonus. Maybe we're gonna very soon we're gonna see some comments that unveils something I did massively wrong, or some multiplication error I made, and then it'll be null and void. Someone else can get the captain's bonus instead. That's the only thing. Like I like the captain bonus being in there. Don't get me wrong, but that's the only thing stopping it from being like a bingo roll and right. Like say, a Welcome To's got a bit of that in it, but like where we could just play with 1,000 people and it would make no difference. You just compare your scores at the end. There's that little bit of comparison you need to do, where if you, no matter what you score in the rest of it, if you're watching back later, if you got more than 47 in your captainship total, the total of these two numbers, if you got more than 47, knock 15 off my final score and add 15 to yours, because you are the best for the purpose of this. But you can comment and let us know what you got. Rune, 165 total, but going to do loads better off the next play. Yeah, definitely. Like, see, these would have been like our first games, those where we were getting like 160 and stuff. Like, you start to see, especially because it's got that sneaky thing that Eilif, by the way, like this is designed by Eilif and Asmund Svensson, brothers, who are doing Chili Fox games together. Eilif is a roll and write veteran at this point, or Flip and Fills as well. Let's just roll them all into the same category. He has designed, amongst many other things, like co-designer of Santa Maria the Magnificent, many things, but also Avenue, fantastic roll and write, that got turned into Kokoro, Kodama themed, but the same basic game, absolutely fantastic one. And was it Essen 2019, Trails of Tucana, an all absolutely fantastic one as well. You can see playthroughs for, did I do one for Kokoro? I definitely did one for Avenue and for Trails of Tucana. I remember Avenue because that was like the first Essen I went to, I think, that came out. But yeah, is a very storied career already in games in general, but also in roll and writes. I think Riverside does it's a bit more mathy. You've got to be if you're like AP prone and stuff, you're going to be thinking, you're going to be puzzling out all these different things, but you're limited by the range of stuff. So it's not like you're looking at every village constantly. But yeah, I really like the extra twist that gives you, as well as the lovely comboness of filling in all these things. I already did a first impressions, didn't I? So you can see the other playthrough as well. And for some reason I didn't think of it at the time, so I don't think I mentioned it in the video. I put it in the description later, the player sheet and stuff. But yeah, you can see my playthrough video that I think is linked in the description on YouTube. So yeah, if you would like a different set of numbers to go over, because it's also good as well. Like some roll and writes, like say we were doing pinball. If you played pinball at the same time, then you might need a ton of extra rolls, because perhaps the biggest downside of super skill pinball is that one player can keep going for ages after everyone else has gone. I don't mind that. It's usually me dragging it all out. But for this, we all finish at the same time, which leaves us with a bit of a shortish stream. But hey, a lot of time has gone in kind of outside streams trying to get all of these videos ready, because it's a bit of a special time for Essen coming up, where I want to try and have, because like a few of these videos are going to be like first look things, so I would like for things like Messina that's going up this week and Golem that's going up next week. I would like to try and cram in time to get 2 playthroughs of them, so you can see like the different modes and the solo mode or whatever. So whatever your fancy would be, it is covered by stuff. So it might be a little lighter on the lives this month, but hey, Essen's happening. We'll try and do something around that weekend as well. There's a birthday going on around then, but yeah, we'll try and do something, because I won't be going to Essen. Essen is having to come to me, so yeah, we'll try and do something live around then as well. But thank you for watching and being here and signing up to the channel and the Patreon and all of the wonderful things. Thank you very much for playing along with me. And in the future, if you watch it back later and played along too, thank you very much. I hope that you beat me. I hope that you got the top rank in here. But if you didn't, just start from the beginning again. You know the rolls now, so you know how to do it. Like, take a bad roll that I did early on, turn it around, maybe you get 400. Now, I'm not going to Essen this time, but I have, like, I don't think tons, but there are some, like, there are some Essen games that are coming before Essen, so I will definitely have videos up before the show. Of things that, like, I'll do something along the lines of a top 10 at least, or 10 top games that will be out at Essen 2021. There'll be some kind of video like that. I usually do that really close to Essen. I know that Paul's doing his very soon, isn't he? But Paul is going to Essen as well. But yeah, there'll be some kind of quick games to look out for at Essen, but it's a bit strange because, you know, I've got some of these games. Like Messina would be my most anticipated, spoiler for the top 10 video. Messina, if I didn't have it now, would be, if I didn't have the prototype, would be my number 1, because Vladimir Succi. And Golem as well, team of Simone Luciani, Virginio Gili, and Flaminia Brasini, who designed Lorenzo Il Magnifico together, and then in various pairings and collaborations with other designers have designed things like Voyages of Marco Polo, Grand Austria Hotel, Coimbra, Alma Mater. So many amazing Euro games, and Golem is up there with the heaviest of them, but it's great. If you're on Patreon, that's going to be coming up. I'll do a post in a minute, and you'll be able to see the 2-player playthrough of Golem. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. You can see Messina already on the main channel. The 2-player one's going up, and the solo will go up tomorrow. Again, another amazing meaty Euro game. I'm so pleased to show these things off, because yeah, they live up to my giddy expectations. But yeah, usually we do some kind of meetup, or we did in, like, I think like 2018, 2019, we did kind of joint meetup things. I think I'm remembering those years right. But yeah, we have done some team up meetups, but not this time. Hopefully next year. Hopefully 2022 will be the big return to conventions. Maybe the UK Games Expo. Hopefully Essen. Maybe Aircon, because I always hear how great Aircon is, and I've never been. So maybe next year will be the thing for it. Although maybe GridCon. That's kind of up in the air. I always always keep GridCon in mind for one of the best videos I've ever done. Not very informative video, but it's great. Look up my GridCon video. It's wonderful. Yes, please like and comment and subscribe and thumb on Board Game Geek and join up to the Patreon. It really helps out and it's amazing there. You get all sorts of things. But thank you most of all for watching and for playing along. I should do more play along things. I will do more play along things. But yeah, Essen craziness at the moment. Thank you very, very much for being here. I will be back next week with things. Now, I'll be here tomorrow on YouTube with the Messina 1347 solo playthrough. Behind the scenes, I will hopefully be filming the solo Golem playthrough tomorrow, which takes up this entire table. It's massive. But yeah, as I said on Patreon, the 2-player one is going up in a minute. And yeah, you can see on Mondays, I post a schedule on all the social media things saying what I'm going to be doing that week. I don't know what the live thing is going to be next week. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, we'll do something. We'll be live again next week. No doubt. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you had fun. Oh, you had fun, Steve. Thanks. Thanks, Mark. Thank you for all being here live and playing along. Taskmaster is on now if you're in the UK. Or maybe, like us, you'd be waiting until 10 to watch it. It's a great series. It's a great series anyway, but a particularly great one this time. We're not talking Bob Mortimer levels of greatness, but still, really, really great one. Thank you very, very much for being here. I will be back for more board game and Taskmaster stuff. And see you very, very soon. Bye, everyone.